There are many vaping myths being bantered about, and these five will help people understand vaping better. Better understanding will help people decide if they are supportive of vape-friendly laws or vaping restrictive laws. To know that, we have to know, is vaping good or bad? My name's Gary Wood. I'm an old management engineer trained in industrial engineering techniques by the Air Force, taught to always find the root cause of problems being worked on. And good laws come from knowing, bad laws come from not knowing and still trying to fix a problem. So is vaping good or bad? You can ask a lot of people and they'll answer differently. We're going to go on a very fast, high-speed journey here. There's a slower, longer version of this presentation as well. But you have to understand when we're talking about vaping and the laws today, a lot of it's based on logical fallacies started back in the early 2000s when cigalikes and vaping products were first starting to come to the shores of the United States and other countries around the world. These fallacies, these things that sound logical today, are being put aside by research, and we're going to look at some of that. But the myths surrounding vaping are rooted in the fact that there's a known connection between vaping and smoking kills. 443,000 U.S. deaths every year. Lung cancer victims. Could you imagine living in a city of 128,000 people and having them all sick with lung cancer? Smoking is bad, and we know that the risks of smoking are bad. These are things that are helping, though, fuel fallacies about vaping because of the connection. Let's look at vaping myth one. It goes like this. E-books are like books, you read them. E-cigs are like cigs, you smoke them. This is the same connection. And if we can believe that they are the same, then laws that treat them the same make sense. However, health risks of smoking are very prevalent. 1 out of 2 die from tobacco. 5 minutes cut off your life for each one smoked. 4,000 toxic carcinogens. But look at vaping. There's no tobacco, no tar, no carbon monoxide, no secondhand smoke, no smelly clothes, no ashtrays, no cigarette butts. You get the idea. There is a choice. Is smoking or vaping better? Let's look. Vaping myth 2. They say vaping is a gateway to smoking, like training devices, and the gate swings one way, and that's to smoking. Is that true? Is it a gateway? Let's look at what's in e-liquids. They're FDA approved, generally regarded as safe, GRAS standard ingredients. PG, propylene glycol, is actually looking at possible flu helps to block flu. Now in traditional cigarettes you have nicotine, but look at all the other things. You see, vaping isn't a gateway to smoking. It's highly illogical. Vaping myth 3, nicotine is an addicting drug threatening public health. Ban vaping like smoking and tobacco products because nicotine is bad. Is nicotine the bad guy? That's important to understand. You see, nicotine is showing promise and has been since studies back in 1966. Some people, like Dr. Michael Siegel, find this to be a misbegotten crusade against e-cigarettes. Study after study are finding that nicotine, when unleashed from tobacco, is safe and helpful for Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, schizophrenia, and other neurological disorders. Nicotine and Alzheimer's disease? Nicotine and Parkinson's disease? Yes, research after research is letting us ask the question, is everything we know about nicotine wrong? Well, yeah, according to Dr. Kelly Neff, it is wrong and we should not be banning them, but we should be researching and studying and embracing them. There are positive effects of nicotine when a superior delivery system is identified. There's so many surprising benefits, and this is so counter to what our minds think. It's truly a myth, and it's broken. Valid. Vaping myth number 4 says secondhand vapor is as dangerous as secondhand smoke. Logic demands vapors need to vape where smokers smoke. But what is in the vaping products? It's that FDA approved GRAS standard ingredients, the PG, VG, the food colorings. And peering through this mystic fog was a wonderful study out of Drexel University that was recently released. further showing that the nicotine exposure and the health exposures is non-existent. Dr. Giorgio Romagna, excuse me for the name, did a study called Clearstream Air Project. The Clearstream Air Project showed 0.73 electronic cigarette total organic carbon. Clean air is 0.72. Measured levels, zero nicotine, zero acrolein, zero, zero, zero of the problem-causing drugs. Vaping myth 5, there is simply not enough research yet. We don't know, so we must control for our children's safety. Remember Big Tobacco lied? There's not enough research. That's such a fallacy. The clinical research could fill page after page on this movie. It is growing every day. The lab reports that are easily available for anyone to research and read. Go to the e-cig alternative myth-busting section and learn why 98% of those who on electronic cigarettes smoke less tobacco. Why those that start vaping are healing just as if they quit smoking cold turkey. Look at the facts. There is plenty of evidence and research. Go to CASA.org. Look at the American E-Liquid Manufacturing Standards Association. Look at the Smoke Free Alternatives Trade Association. Research is available. Being vape friendly is better public health. Beyond possible scientific evidence and personal success stories show it is highly probable being vape friendly society will help us be a healthier society. Do your homework. Don't stand in favor of laws. Yes, we need to have age restriction. They're adult products, but adults need the choice. Vaping is the better choice. Vaping should be allowed. There are thousands of people enjoying the vaping alternative and gathering in communities known as vaping communities around the world, breathing better, living longer, enjoying their grandchildren and their children. It is time to pause, to educate, to really figure out why vaping should be permitted, why things like vaping are something we should support. Get the facts. Study. Vaping is the road to quitting smoking, and it starts here with being vape friendly. Now, you've got to understand the views expressed are that of the author and narrator. No organization shown in this video is responsible for my views. Personal success through vaping and months of research and study are. Thank you for listening. Support vaping. Don't let fear stop good health laws. Age restrict, quality and production. Beyond that, let adult smokers vape. Support the vaping community. Thank you.